Christina Parts-Nevelis on a trend that's going to be pretty noteworthy. Christina.
Yeah, you have some big city residents that might be out for good, whether it's the smaller living spaces, the dense population, the crowded subways. A lot of these city dwellers are worried about their post-COVID future, especially for their children, which is why there's been a slew of inquiries about school enrollment in rural areas. Listen in.
The Hamptons are an example, as are the Connecticut relocations and into upstate New York, that mirror how people will be dispersing out of cities and looking outside to relocate to rural areas.
Here in New York City, parents are worried about whether school is going to start in the fall. Are you going to have it online? Is it going to be staggered schedules, one day off, one day on, in order to keep desks separated, as well as buses half empty? Neil, I spoke to one mother who doesn't want to go on camera, and she pays roughly $55,000 for a private school here in Manhattan. She said later today her daughter has a Zoom interview with a school in North Carolina. New York City is no longer a safe option. You're also seeing smaller districts like Southampton, Bridgehampton, Sag Harbor that are receiving inquiries from New York parents to enroll their children. I spoke with the head of advancement at the private school that's called Ross School in East Hampton. She said she's already enrolled 20 New York City students. She's expecting a 50% drop in international boarders, and the tuition for the school ranges from $22,000 to $45,000. Listen in.
It's also very sad for me that these families have to completely uproot themselves and move from New York City out to the Hamptons.
It's not clear yet if these city dwellers are going to pull the plug for good, but they're certainly making the first few steps. Neil?